Hi, good morning. Thank you for coming. Well, actually, you didn't come. I came to you today. Okay. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter class. It's kind of based on what I do for myself in the morning. So throughout the day, I'll be doing yoga because that's what I'm teaching. So it's kind of an abbreviated class. So if you want a long class, there's one in the archives, actually from many of the teachers, but also one of my longer classes. But today it's going to be short, pretty simple. We'll get some easy breathing and easy stretching done. And if you are ready, we'll start as I am, sitting down. So however you can sit comfortably. You can have the legs crossed. You can have the feet just turned in, whatever you like. I'm just going to turn the feet in today. We're going to start just with some easy breathing. And actually, let's use our hands to breathe and talk. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. Let's keep doing that. Keep going, breathe in. Up with the hands, breathe out. A few more times, breathe in. Breathe out. In on the up. Out and the down and through. One more time, in. And then out. Good. So, make two fists and shoot them straight forward. So once they're shooted forward, we're going to turn them down a little bit, so you're pointing the fingers down. And we're going to stay here with the fists pointed down, the shoulders down, and engaged in the gut, drawing the breath in and pushing the breath out. Just a couple more like this. Good. Push the walls out. Pull the fingers back. Push the palms way out. I'm going to see if I can get this light a little bit darker. So stay here with the hands pushed out, just breathing a bit. Oh, there we go. It's like a nuclear day out there. Okay, good. So bring the hands down. Let's take your right hand and put it on your left knee. I'm going to take the left hand and either set it right behind you on the ground for stability with your spine straight, or come all the way around over here, grab the pants or the leg or whatever, and then so we're twisting the spine, not the neck so much. The neck's going to just kind of go back with the head looking. We're not trying to twist the head so much. So we pull the left shoulder back and then we give profile looking back. And of course we're breathing, we're drawing the breath in, we're pushing the breath out. Good, so we'll come all the way around, the left hand way over here to the right knee, so we got a bit of leverage. The right hand right behind you, or all the way around over here, grabbing your pocket or your pants or your leg. If you were in full lotus, you could grab the foot as well. So the shoulder pulls back, we look back and give profile. Great. Back to center. A tiny little bit of movement on the digestion, so hands on the knees, and like in the center, hula hooping. Just a little bit. Just kind of waking the back up. Good, and then opposite direction. Good. Back is center. So we're going to stand. So let's stand up. So once standing, you can bring the feet together with the big toes touching and the ankles a little bit apart. I'm going to go further back. And we're going to do just the a half sun salutation with the same movement of the hands as we did in the beginning through there. And we're going to do a nice repetition of them. So breathe in, reach up, and look up if possible. As you breathe out, fold all the way down, bringing the fingers low as they get with the legs straight. The hands don't have to get on the ground. We look up, lengthen the tail through the eyeballs. Forward fold. Come all the way back up, reaching out, reaching up, looking up. Let's come down through the heart center with the hands. We're going to push into the earth again. We're going to circle all the way back up, breathing in. Breathing out, folding all the way back down, fingers low once more. We look up, we forward fold. We come all the way back up, reaching out, reaching up, looking up, down through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle all the way back up, breath in. Breathing out, fold all the way back down again, fingers low. We take a look up. We forward fold. Come all the way back up. Up with the hands. Down through the heart center, splitting the dark and the light. Push into the earth, circle back up, connect it all back together where it belongs as one. Fold all the way back down, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to forward fold. And let's come all the way back up. We see the hands one more time come together, and then we bring the arms all the way down at the sides. Good. So, standing at the top of your mat, we are going to take the left foot and step it back. So the feet are about the distance of one of your legs, maybe a little longer. This is the base of triangle. So your feet, just with my hands, because I know you can't see your feet, are the back foot here is pointed a bit up to the side, and the front foot, you see it pointing straight forward. So we're going to go, it's going to be a little dynamic. So take your time with it, and we'll do it a couple times so that you can get a chance to get it. And this is the way, like I said, I move in my morning. So take a breath in, arms out. As you breathe out, reach out, right hand down, left arm up. So we got triangle here. If you can, look up. But we're not going to hang out too long. We're coming back up, and we are pivoting. The right toes turn into 45 up there. The left toes are going straight forward. We take a breath in, and we reach way out over the left leg now. Left hand down, triangle on the other side. Maybe looking up. Good. Come back up. We're going to do the same pivot. Left toes in, right toes out. We're going to do triangle again. Reach all the way out. Right hand down, left arm up. We'll do holds in a moment, but for now we're just moving a bit. All the way back up. So we get the other side. The right toes turn in, the left toes turn out. Those toes are running straight forward. Reach out. Left hand down again. We got triangle. One more time here. Good. All the way back up. We pivot again. This left toe turns in, the right foot turning out. This time, left hand reaching all the way forward, like we're setting up the twist of the triangle, which we're going to do. Left hand down, right arm up, but we only hold for a moment. You can maybe turn the head and look up. We come all the way back up. You can windmill, cartwheel the hands. Other side, left foot is pointing forward. Reach way out. Right hand down, left up, maybe looking up, only holding for a moment. We're coming all the way back up again. We're going back to triangle, so turn the right toes out, reach out, and we're going to hold here for a moment. So we're drawing the breath in, we're pushing the breath out, all directions in and out through the nose. Good. Come back up. Other side of the triangle, right toes turn up, left toes turn forward, reach out, left hand down, right arm way up, maybe looking up. Good. Come back up. This one will be short. Turn the left toes in again, right toes out. Left arm reaches forward. We're going to twist the triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. It won't be too long, just a moment. It's a hard pose. You can take the back of this hand and push it against the leg. Some people get the hand on the ground, or it can be light here. We're almost done with this pose. All the way back up. We windmill the arms. We go to the other side. Left foot pointing forward, right foot pointing in. Right arm reaches out. Right hand down, left arm up. Good. We're going to stay here a moment again. Good. All the way back up. Both feet facing both straight forward for a moment. If you know breath of fire, it's a pushing of the breath out through the nose. We're going to take and reach the arms all the way out. So your left, so get in touch with your left hand. The palm is facing up. Your right, the palm is facing down. This is a continuous flow of universal energy coming through you and coming out in this stance, which is I call the Da Vinci stance, except for the hands are different. We're going to do breath of fire for a little bit. So right here, just breath of fire. 10 more seconds. Good. Let it down, shake it out, bounce it out if you like. In fact, jump around. Unless you're going to be fucking with your neighbors, then don't bounce around. But if you can bounce around a little bit. Okay, good. Back with the feet apart. Right toes out. So this is going to be a little different. The back foot, which is the left foot, we're going to come to the ball of the foot. And we're going to take the left hand and reach forward and the right hand and reach back. So it's like we're in between poses, but we're going to stay here for a moment. Now you could stay up on the ball of the foot, and you can take this left elbow and swing it over here outside of the leg. Hands in prayer, fingers up towards the face. If you want to take it easy, you put the knee down, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Good. So we're going to come all the way back up to standing. We're going to pivot, left toes out, right toes in, but for a moment because we're coming onto the ball now of the right foot like we did. We're going to go again in between the poses. That was my mat making that noise, not me. We're going to put the right elbow outside the leg again, hands in prayer, pull them towards the body, fingers up, maybe knee down, just so you can see it. Those hands come in, so as you feel that, you can feel it kind of stretch across the back, and then the fingers turn up, and then maybe looking up. We're going to stay here like we did on the other side for a few breaths. Good. We'll come back up, and actually we're going to come to hands and knees. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. So, go easy. We're doing only cat of cat and cow today. We are taking the hand and turning it the opposite direction. So your thumbs are now turning out and away. Go easy, because this can be a little bit extreme. It'll take maybe a little bit of time for your body to get used to having the hands like that, but we're living in a world where everything is this. Gripping the steering wheel, gripping the guitar on the keyboard. So we want to go opposite. So anyways, when you look down, your hands will look like that on the mat. We're going to take a couple breaths just in, not moving, nothing, just right here. It's a lot of weight on the wrists anyway. So take a breath in. Push the breath out. A couple more like that. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Now arch the back. And then continue with the breath. Arching the back really lengthens across the forearm here. If it's too much, just come down. Let the back be just kind of, stationary or flat. But if you can come up, we're up and we're breathing in the up. Good. Back to center. That was a lot. Why don't you roll back onto your heels if you can and shake the hands out. Good, and we're going to come back to tabletop, hands and knees. We're going to point the right leg straight back, hopefully straight back, I finally can see it. Left hand kind of straight forward. And we're going to stay here for a little bit. You could look at the mat, that's kind of more comfortable. You could look up a little bit if you like, but I'm going to look at the mat. Again and always, we're drawing the breath simply in through the nose and pushing the breath simply out through the nose. You could restrict the throat if you do the ujjayi, that's cool. You can skip this next part if you like. Bend that back leg, come back, get a hold of the foot, maybe arch up a little bit in the body. I'm looking to the camera just to address you, but we would be looking forward and up. You can take it real easy, which is what I'm doing with this pose, and all of this yoga stuff you can take easy. Good. Back down. So, other side. Left striped leg goes back, right hand forward, and we'll stay here a little bit. Again, we're breathing in through the nose and out. I'm looking at the mat. You could look a little forward. The out hand is either palm down or handshake. Hello. You can stay here if you prefer. We reach back. Keep the knee pointing straight back. So it's pointing to your back wall or the back of your mat. Then if you want to arch up a little bit. Good. Back, hands and knees down. So, just so you can get a vibe of it, we're going to take the hands and they're going to be on the mat but like this. So, come back to hands and knees if you moved around. We're going to take the left hand and turn it, like I said, so that it's down, but it's pointed towards the right hand. So make sure you have a nice kind of boxy straight line situation here. We're going to take this right hand over here now and feed it all the way down and through, coming onto the shoulder and the side of your face. So your fingers on the hand that is down right here are pointed right towards your eyeballs almost. You could push that hand a little into the mat, pulling the shoulder back some, and we're going to just kind of rest here. Good. Come back up. Put this hand back to straight forward for the moment. Now the right hand turns in, so it's down. It's pointed towards the hand that is pointing forward, the left one. We're going to take this left hand, feed it through. We'll see these fingers pointing eventually at the face as we come down. Good. Back up. So now a little bit of cat-cow. Up, down, up. On the up, you're breathing out because we're collapsing the lungs. As you breathe in, we're lengthening them. Just a couple more seconds of this. Good. So come up, you're on the knees. So this next one, go super, super, super easy. We're going to take the thumbs and maybe just place them on the back, and you see my elbows are pointing back, and maybe just look at the ceiling. That's almost plenty for so many of us. If you want to lean a little bit into it, you can lean a little bit into it, pushing your hips out and forward, but go super easy. If you got a decent amount of flexibility, which don't mean a thing, but if you do, you're welcome to come back, and if you're on the toes, you can get to the heels pretty quickly. Push the hips forward and look up, just for a moment. Good. Come back to hands and knees, and we'll do a little bit of cat and cow again to open that back up. Because if you don't do that all the time, it's like a little bit harsh. Good. We're going to do one more. So come back up. I really dig the thumbs in the back, just looking up, pushing a little bit forward. It's super simple and it's super good. If you want more, you want to put the hands on the heels like I did before, go ahead, get on with that. We're just going to stay here for a couple breaths, drawing in, pushing out, drawing the breath in, all in the nose, and out. Good. Back down. A little more cat and cow because of all the action we put on the back there. Good. Back to center. Take a look over your right shoulder and see the tail. And then come all the way around and see the tail on the other side there. Nice. Come back to center and just sit down for a moment. So we're going to sit with the legs actually out and straddled. So there's my foot. This pose used to make me crazy. Every class that I did, it was so difficult because my hamstrings were so tight. But if your hamstrings are really tight, we're going to reach the right hand out and then the left, and then just a little bit back and forth. If you're really open, you're going to reach up and reach down, and then reach up and reach down. The out-breath always on the downward fold. And we're going to keep doing that. And I have some kind of message on my phone I need to attest to. Okay. We got a couple more minutes here. Sorry about the distraction. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Left hand grabs the right. We're going to sit up tall as we can. Just for a moment, we can flap the legs around. Feel it in the shoulders, the sides of the neck. Good. Extend the legs all the way out. We're going to bend the right leg, hug it in really close. Left arm grabs the leg, right hand behind you. We'll pull the shoulder back and look back. Just for a moment, couple breaths here. Good, and then other side, so right leg out, left foot in, right arm comes around, grabbing here. We're going to look back. Good, back to center. Both arms underneath the legs, roll back under your tail. You could stay here, you could straighten the legs, you could straighten the arms, the legs could remain bent, all the way up here, here. Remember, you can just hold the legs if you like. We're going to take a few breaths here. Good, cross the legs, sit up tall as you can, shoulders down, crown of the head up, and back up. We're going to get a couple of these in before we finish off this practice today. Good. Cross the legs again. Sit up tall again. Just going to do one more. Remember you have options. Hold the legs, legs bent, letting go, feeling in the gut. That's where it is. Legs straight, arms up. Good. Back down. Let's lay on the back. We're going to do bridge, but just for a moment. So feet down flat, feet on knees, 2 fists apart, longest finger touches the heels. Lift the hips up, tuck the shoulders under, fingers down. If it is possible, well, let's actually do this in a different way. Come back down. We're going to do plow, kicking the feet up and over the head. We'll stay just for a moment. The toes are trying to come down, but you see it's even difficult for me. But from plow today, we're going to put the thumbs on the back with the fingers in the front. We're going to reach up to shoulder stand. We'll come back to this. If it is possible, put the feet down for bridge again. And then back up to shoulder stand. And then one more time back down to bridge. Back up to shoulder stand. We stay. Turn the hands so that the thumbs are now in the front. We're going to take a few breaths here. Bend the legs, grab the feet, knees towards the ears, down, we're in the bug. You could rock around. Good. Hug the knees into the chest, bring the arms out like a T, take a breath in. As you breathe out, knees fall over to the right as you look to the left. And all the way back up, over to the other side, legs out to the left, looking to the right. Good. Back to center. Hug the knees in, squeeze the knees down, bring your nose up to your knees, and then go ahead and extend the legs out. And you lie down and stay laying down. Close your eyes. Let your body sink all the way into the floor and into the mat. We're going to stay here in final rest, which is one of our most important poses. The feet are about the distance of the shoulders. The hands are a little bit away from the body. You can have both palms up or palms down or one or the other like we did in that breathing exercise. And we're going to stay here a little bit. Excellent. You could move the fingers and toes a little bit. You could rotate at the wrists and the ankles if you like. Definitely stretch the hands over the top of your head, reaching all the way to the back to the front. And pull the navel down against the floor. And bring the knees into your chest. I'm going to hug them in and then either rock yourself straight up to a seated position or roll to your right and push yourself up with your left. Once up, we're going to bring the hands together to the heart center. We're finishing off here. Rub them together like you're making a fire. Nice. Reach them all the way up and out like you're grabbing, or the universe is falling completely. Everything is falling into your hands and you're letting it come. So take a breath in as much as you can get. Breathe in more if you got space. Anyway, we're going to hold for a moment. With a sound, let it out. Ah! Awesome. Thank you for joining me here live and on the internet and all that stuff. Donations can go to my PayPal, Daniel@leavingstressbehind.com, or on my website, which is leavingstressbehind.com. There's a donate button. That's great. I hope to see you guys soon, because we need to go out in the real world from time to time. And as always, you're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste.